Dissolving notes.
Dissolve. To add a solid material to a liquid in such a way that its particles completely disperse into the liquid, usually becoming invisible within the solid. Liquid, sorry. So, some examples you are familiar with: sugar or salt in water, similar to the dissolving lab we just did.
Solutions. A solution is a type of homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. If you take a sample of the mixture from the top, the bottom, or the middle, it will have all of the same makeup throughout. So remember that homogeneous mixture means it is the same throughout. A solution is a homogeneous mixture that cannot be separated by a filter or screen because the particles that make it up are too tiny. Think about a glass of salt water. You cannot see the salt particles in it, but you know they are there because you can taste them.
Solvent. Solutions are made up of a solvent that has one or more solutes dissolved in it. The solvent is the substance that makes up most of the mixture. For example, if you dissolve a spoonful of sugar into a glass of water, the water is the solvent. Solute plus solvent equals
Solute. Solute. A solute is a substance that is dissolved in a solvent. So the sugar in the glass of sugar water is the solute. When a solid is added to a liquid, the liquid molecules surround the solid. In a solution, eventually all of the solid particles are broken apart and become separated from one another. The solid is still in the liquid, but its particles are now too small to see.
How can solubility be used to identify mixtures? Solubility is a measure of the amount of solute that dissolves in a set amount of solvent at a given temperature. Just like mass and color, solubility is a characteristic that can be used to identify a substance. This is because different substances will dissolve differently.
For instance, if you've ever tried to mix oil with water, you would have seen that the oil does not break apart in water. They do not mix, so they do not form a solution. Vinegar does form a solution when added to the water, so you can identify oil and vinegar based on the way in which they combine, or do not combine, with water. Like oil, sand is insoluble in water, so it will not dissolve if mixed with the water.
Rate of dissolving. There are ways to decrease the time it takes for a substance to dissolve, meaning how can we make things dissolve faster? Stirring. You can stir the solute and solvent when mixing them. Stirring a solute into a solvent speeds up the rate of dissolving because it helps distribute the solid's particles throughout the solvent.
Temperature. Warming a solution, like we did in our dissolving lab, can also increase the speed at which the solute dissolves. Warmer solutions have more energy, which speeds up the rate of dissolving. Size. Break the solute into smaller pieces. Smaller pieces have greater surface area for the liquid to surround and act on, causing the solid to break down at a faster rate. This is why the table salt dissolves faster than the kosher salt in our lab. Have a great night, guys. Put this in your notebook.